What's up, Canada? Good morning. We are in Calgary. It is day 3 of the Tim Hortons Brier as our coverage continues here on TSN. Canada Olympic Park, the legacy of the Winter Games here in Calgary back in 1988. This is Jacobs.
Pretty tough to
Team How about champion Goche? A team
positive
medal. Nova.
It's a new team.
I record this Dacia 2000 in part by the run.
Great to step onto a team transition
because every team's out of the Halifax, Calgary at Winsport Arena. And the draw to the button this morning won by Team Ontario. They're throwing the Red Rocks, Nova Scotia the Yellow Rocks. Scott McDonald, who lives in St. Thomas, Ontario, taking over the team of Jamie Murphy. Ready to get things going in our feature this morning. And the lead for Team Nova Scotia is Phil Kroll in his 5th appearance. Time with Jamie Murphy at 1 season as well with Ian Fistner-LeBlanc at the Brier. And Scott admitted to me in game 1, which they lost, he put so much pressure on himself to show up, deliver, compete, have his best game simply because they selected him. They wanted him on the team. And obviously, it's a work in progress because you show up, go, hey guys, what's up? I'm Scott McDonald. I'm going to skip your team, and it's going to take some time.
Well, anytime that there's a change in a team, the pressure is being felt by the person that is joining the team because they want to do a really good job. But sometimes you can try too hard, and they had opportunities in that first game, and just that extra pressure did not get the results. But whatever the conversation was between game 1 and game 2, saw a very different Scott McDonald in the second game.
It's close. Really close. Always up front. Yep.
Now, we shared with you that last rock in this first end belongs to Ontario, but all 4 players hitting the part of the button, so it would have been very, very close.
In our feature yesterday morning, Kathy, 4 blanks?
Yeah.
Started. It looks like we got some rocks in play early here in end number 1.
Just over. Line's good. Weight's good.
Well, and yesterday in the first day, it does speak a little bit to style of play, but most often just to the fact that there have not been any games for a very long time. There's been practices, but a game is a very different situation, and teams a little reluctant to go early, but I think that you'll see very different stories today. As we look across all sheets this morning, there's rocks everywhere.
It'll be. This ran pretty good, Langer. I think you're close to out of the button here, eh? I don't think so. Yeah. I got to give you 6 feet more than I just did. Yep. I don't think it's too far off.
And this guy, a familiar face at the Brier for many years, and Brent Lang, has the highest winning percentage all time at the Brier for all players. Has made 9 Brier finals. He was joking last night in talking with him, with all his accolades, he still doesn't even have his own office in his home because his wife, so successful in that family, Jennifer Jones.
Line's good. Top 8. Coming down. Heart. Go, go, go. Heart. Go.
And Brent,
Very nice.
8-foot shot stone behind cover.
Just stalled out a little bit after the hog. This slid all right.
And I'll bet that if you were a fly on the wall for most of the discussions that happened yesterday for teams, whether they won or lost, it would have been talking about communication, the need to share more information, the kind that you just heard Ryan Fry share with Brett Lang. These are the kinds of things that you forget when you don't have those game experiences.
Well, Brett was the guy who said, listen, we're really rusty. And they struggled early. He admitted it. And he said, you know, we were very fortunate to get that win versus Saskatchewan. We may not have deserved it, but hey, we got it. And in a long week, and he looks back, you saw his resume, the 3 Brier titles, 3 world championships. You need those games in a long week because there's so many talented teams and a lot of teams that can knock you off any given morning or afternoon or evening. So you need those breaks.
Just peel the top one, don't you?
Well, then you're in trouble. Then he just noses it. You could loop the intern, but then he sticks that. I like that. It was hard for me, but easy for you.
I don't like that.
I don't love that. We're gonna
Not
get
a fan.
into trouble.
I like hitting one of them.
This is the path we know the best.
Intern looks easier to me,
Okay.
but okay.
Yeah, okay.
I think you can get it into here, to be honest.
He's gonna run that so easily, though.
The big confusion right away is that with Ontario having last rock, even though they are lying one buried,
do we
really
call
good
this,
opportunities for Nova Scotia to run those stones in. Want to make sure that they have an opportunity with last rock to be able to make a makeable shot.
Line's good.
You're out in some fresh stuff here.
Line's good.
Well, if you can.
Yeah.
It's grinding a bit.
Line's, yeah.
Hard line!
Whoa, whoa. Line's great. Wait only. Line's great. Keep going. Keep going. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, nicely drawn around there, and that's what you can expect from this Ontario team. So for Nova Scotia this morning, a couple of keys, and one of them is the skip support. Paul Fleming is an amazing thrower, super supportive, and he's going to make this young man relax and get the best out of him and shrink the scoring zone. If there was one thing that struck out yesterday in John Epping, just a little uncertain on draws, make him make very precise draws.
I asked Scott yesterday to make a comment on his new teammates early on, and you mentioned Paul Fleming. He said he's a model of consistency out there and very businesslike, and yeah, how great to have a guy like that on your team.
Really hard. Hard. Really hard. Hard. Really hard. Hard.
Shot.
Nice shot, Scott.
Little tap, and the redstone goes.
Good weight.
Now for Ontario, they talked about it already, that they struggled against Saskatchewan, and it took them a while to get it going yesterday.
What's that, bud?
And so we're looking this morning for John Epping and his team to have a quicker start. It took till the 9th end before they got ahead yesterday. That's a little too late for a lot of teams. And believe what you see. John talked about, you know, he just was confused why his draws weren't doing the same thing. Believe it early. It's early in the year. People are blaming it on their throws. No, it could be that the rocks are not the same.
Keys to the game brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like Cashmere.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. No, line's good. Yeah, Langer, go. Curl. Hard.
Short.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Matty. Sorry, guys.
Like making this? Peel on the nose.
Paul Fleming in his 9th Brier appearance. Was the 3rd last year in Kingston for Jamie Murphy. They had a 3-4 record. 2005 in Edmonton, though, silver medal. Lost the final to Nedowood and Furby with Sean Adams.
Very nice.
And a beauty right there. He's also skipped a few times himself at the Brier.
Good call.
Well, you've talked about his consistency. That is something for sure that Scott McDonald can rely on and will.
I didn't want to overthrow it.
Well, they come up a hair.
Yeah. Nice run.
Yeah, that Olympic gold medal with Brad Jacobs.
Yep.
Fry finding the podium 6 times at the Brier, a gold, a silver, 4 bronze, and a tough one there, ticking the high guard.
Not that bad. What do you guys like?
I wish we had enough room to get around everything on the intern, but it's probably tight, isn't it?
I think we have enough room. It's just if we go here, it's pretty easy to open up the middle for them, then we're going here.
You can guard it again if you like.
Yeah. And if we guard you, they beat us to it.
Yeah, they might. Could be a good force, though, if they do.
Yeah. I like coming here.
Okay. We're going to have to flirt with that corner guard there for a bit.
Okay.
Well, the question is not whether this is the call that they like. It's can you get through between that red stone and the yellow on the center line. The risk is not the yellow guards, it's more the red because it runs for a long time, and then as the weight comes off, the break point is late, and then it will finish. But here is the opportunity to put a lot more pressure on Ontario.
Good. Keep it out there.
I love that conversation, too, between Scott and Paul, because not only are you trying to impress your new teammates and play well, you're trying to get a sense of how this team wants to play. I know you got a playbook coming in for every game and every team, but it's just finding that comfort level in so many aspects.
Go!
Very nice.
Great shot, Paul.
Yeah, Paul's got comfort level with the draw here early on.
Half rock, is that what he wants?
Kind of a thin 2/3.
Yeah. That's less than I just had, no?
Okay, I just didn't know a second one might run. Okay.
As Ryan Fry delivers our first update this morning, Sheet C it is, Team Wildcard out of Calgary on home ice. Kevin Cooey taking on PEI and Eddie McKenzie.
Well, that yellow stone that you see was the final stone by Eddie McKenzie, hitting and rolling underneath to cause a difficult shot for Kevin Cooey. Trying to run his own straight back, get rid of the yellow and stick the shooter for 2.
Yep. We mentioned laying the highest winning percentage at the Brier all time. Kevin Cooey is 3rd in that department. Came into this Brier a .745 percentage, and well, he'll tap it in for Shotstone.
One red.
Looking for the pair, he'll take a single. Pretty incredible, too. 4 Brier titles for Kevin Cooey as a skip, and nobody's won 5 in that department as a skip. Randy Furby, of course, the great Furby, with 6 all time.
Well, opened it up a little bit for John Epping, did Ryan Fry. But for Scott McDonald, we'll try to cap this off.
Yeah, he said last night this will be a unique experience wearing Nova Scotia colors. The young man from Ontario.
Line's good.
He said he always dreamed for years of that Ontario crest on his back, and he's played Epping many times over the years. Calls Epping one of the best shooters in the game, and was really looking forward to this contest this morning.
Line's good.
Whoa! Yep! Hey, both of you! Yep!
And a pretty good high guard right there. Skip Stone's here in 1.
Well, there is a piece available.
Matt Dunstone is back for Team Saskatchewan, a bronze medal last year in Kingston, a 1-1 record coming in, and this morning taking on Newfoundland and Labrador.
Well, Greg Smith put together a brilliant game yesterday and took Kevin Cooey to final stone in 10. But an opportunity here for Matt. 12-foot or a little bit better for 2.
I thought you could go.
T-line, boys.
Felt good, guys.
In the meantime, in our feature, Broom down.
T-line.
And John Epping in the hack.
Give him an idea.
Playing the out-turn. Trying to make a play on that yellow stone
Good idea,
in the
guys.
house.
Well, the guard didn't finish as much as Scott McDonald was hoping, so a piece is open.
Good job, boys.
As you see, Dunstone, no problem. He gets 2. And in our feature,
That was 15.
a little wreck and then a ricochet. And
Right there, yeah.
now you see 2 yellow stones belonging
Good
to
start, boys.
Good job.
Team Murphy.
We're,
Light plays. So this will really warp, eh?
I agree.
Okay, so let's play for top 12. And if we get the finish, we'll go for it.
Okay.
This is...
And look over on Sheet D as the updates continue. How about
Line's good, we'll walk it, eh?
Team Quebec,
Yeah, I
a
threw
3
this in
early
practice.
as he takes
Yeah, I like
on
it right
Team
there.
Nunavut this morning. And Peter Mackey out of the Iqaluit Curling Club.
I'd love to lock it right on top of it.
Okay.
If we're a little bit short, that's okay. Yeah.
And you can see why. You come down, you could throw a guard for sure. But if you come down right on top of it, what John Epping has, as far as I can see, is just one of those red run-ins. And then all of a sudden, it's not to hit 1, but it would be to hit 2. So Nova Scotia looking for a lot of pressure to be placed in this first stand against John Epping.
Real quick.
Top 8.
Whoa.
Top 4.
Not yet.
Not yet.
A little heavy.
Line's
Hold it.
good.
Top 4.
Whoa!
Top 4.
Whoa, it's got a curl.
T-line.
Whoa!
Whoa.
T.
Whoa!
Come down.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. go, Scotty. Go, 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 go.
It's not bad.
And he'll lock it on. So pretty good pressure here in this first end from Team Nova Scotia. Skipped by Scott McDonald, and a tough one to come here. This final stone from John Epping. I believe the broom is down for the double here, Kathy.
Well, we can probably see 3/4 from the hack.
Weight was good, eh?
Yeah, that was probably board, John.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And for John, even if he gets to the nose and he concedes one, pretty tough to make that double. I think it's just getting to the nose. You say, okay, take your one, and we'll regroup next end.
Go later. Go later.
Final stone here at 1. Facing 3, and they got to go to not raise this yellow stone in. Oh man, he'll wreck on the front, and where does the yellow end up? Light. And you hear light out of his hand. And a great start for Nova Scotia and Scott McDonald. That is a steal of 3 as we're underway here in Calgary in our feature of the Tim Hortons Pride.